Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 8th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Thursday out there so far. Everybody has a great Thursday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system here moving across the country. You can see we have several of them moving across the lower 48. You got one in the Texas region, one across the northern Gulf, also in the portions of North Florida, also in the portions of the off the South Carolina coast. Got another system here in the Ohio, Tennessee River Valley. Also got another system out in the Atlantic coastal waters. Also got more activity across South America, also in the central tropical Atlantic, the eastern tropical Pacific, and also over in the northwestern U.S., which will move into Canada and eventually kind of make its way to the south and east and kind of bring more precipitation to the lower portions of the lower 48 from Texas all the way into the east coast, all the way through mid next week. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like the video, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we have some thunderstorms and showers over here in portion of Wyoming. To Colorado and New Mexico. Got a little bit of mixed precipitation in Colorado. You even got some thunderstorms and showers in Texas, down into Mexico, southern Texas, also in the Gulf of Mexico as well, also in the Louisiana to Texas to Arkansas to Florida, Atlantic coastal waters, also from the Carolinas all the way up to Maine to New Brunswick, Newfoundland, also southeast Canada region as well, over toward Pennsylvania, West Virginia, DC, Delaware area, also in the Wisconsin to Minnesota to South Dakota regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Now let's take a look at your Saturday forecast. You can see we got some shower activity up here around New Brunswick to Newfoundland, also to Maine to southeast Canada, back to portion of Vermont, New York State to Connecticut, coastal waters of the Atlantic. Then more thunderstorms and showers for the coastal waters to Florida, Florida Keys, back into the Gulf, to Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, to Tennessee, to the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, also in the portion of Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, also in the Montana region as well, in the Idaho, portion of Wyoming region as well. Got a little bit of mixed precipitation in Colorado. Got some shower activity over to Michigan, to Wisconsin, also up here in portions of Lake Superior, also along the Canadian-U.S. border in the portion of Canada and northern Minnesota, also northern North Dakota, a little bit over here in Washington State, and then mixed precipitation there as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see here we have some flood watches up here in portions of Vermont, down in the New York State, and also Pennsylvania. We've got a flood watch up here in portions of Massachusetts. Got more flood advisories up here in portions of Ohio, down in the portion of Indiana, Illinois. Also some hydro issues down in portions of Georgia, Florida, Big Bend, to the Panhandle, to southeastern areas of Alabama, even over in portions of New Mexico to Colorado, and also portions of northern Wyoming and southern portion of Montana. I've got a couple counties with heat advisories over here in Southern California. Even got some air quality alerts for south and southwestern areas of Arizona. Red flag warnings up here in portions of North Dakota. Fire weather watches and special weather statements for portions of North and South Dakota, Minnesota. Also in the portions of areas of Wisconsin. Got some frost advisories up here in portions of the following states. Portions of central and southern Michigan, much of Wisconsin and northern Illinois. We've got some freeze warnings for central and north Michigan regions as well. We got a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings and severe thunderstorm watches in effect for Kentucky to Tennessee to northeast Mississippi, northern Alabama, northern Georgia, upstate South Carolina, much of North Carolina, also portion of Virginia. Even got some flash flood warnings in effect for portions of western North Carolina, Kentucky, down into southern Georgia. Even got some severe thunderstorm warnings in South Alabama, and also some special marine warnings off the coast of Florida, also in the portions of southern Louisiana and off the east coast of Texas. Even got severe thunderstorm watches and warnings and flood warnings in effect for you guys across South Texas. The river flood warning still continue for portion of Indiana, also portion of Illinois, portion of Arkansas to Texas to Louisiana to Mississippi regions as well. Alright, we got small craft advisory, gale warning from northern Maine all the way down to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Then more from Southern California to Oregon regions as well. Even some special marine statements off the coast of Florida. Alright, the small craft advisory, gale warnings also in effect for portions of South Hawaii and Chain Islands. Central and North looks good. Also a little bit around the southwestern areas of Alaska. You got some hydro issues inland. The blue there is freezing spray warnings. Let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center overview. We're going to show you that, and then we'll take a look at the severe weather for your Friday and Saturday. Alright, here's the overview. You can see all the activity from Maine all the way down into the Tennessee, Ohio River Valley, even across Florida, northern Gulf, southern Texas, also in the portion of areas of New Mexico and the Colorado, also in the portion of Wyoming to areas of Montana and North Dakota. Got a lot of showers and storms there. You can see all the severe thunderstorm watch boxes here across the Ohio Valley and southeast, southern Texas. Alright, convective outlook looks like this. You can see the slight risk area here in the yellow. Also for east coast of Florida, southern areas of Texas, and also just general thunderstorms elsewhere. Current watches in effect. That's where they're located. From Kentucky to Tennessee to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, South Texas. MDS discussion. Currently just talking about the current watches in effect for both locations. Storm reports came in this afternoon. Looked like this. We had one tornado report in western Kentucky. Wind reports, we had 20 of them. You can see them scattered across the board off the coastal waters of the Atlantic coastal areas of Georgia. And then more in portions of Alabama, Mississippi, portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, to West Virginia, western North Carolina. Hail reports, we had 84 of them. 8 of them were large. You can see pretty much there's more down here in portions of central and south Texas with wind high wind, the wind reports in South Texas. Also there's the hail reports in the green. Also for reports of Florida, Georgia, all the way back up here again in Kentucky to western North Carolina to Tennessee to northern areas of Mississippi. Alright, the fire weather is going to look like this. We have some ISO dry spots and also some elevated fire risk over North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlooks. This is for you Friday. Alright, you can see here we do have general thunderstorm from over here from near portions of South Montana, just south of Billings, down to Albuquerque, New Mexico, Sioux Falls, South Dakota to Duluth, Michigan. General thunderstorm from Lupton, Texas, all the way up to New York State. Here's that marginal risk from Virginia Beach to Columbia, South Carolina, down to Melbourne, Florida to Mobile, Alabama. Alright, the tornado probability, we don't have to worry about that, less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds look like this, 5% in the brown. Hail look like this. Pretty much same areas from Mississippi to southeast Virginia, including the Florida region for large hail. Alright, let's move on to day number 3, and it's going to look something like this. Okay, more general thunderstorm from Glasgow to Great Falls to Boise to Pendleton areas out west. In the following states, portions of Montana, Idaho, and Oregon. Then from Salt Lake City to Durango, Colorado to Albuquerque, New Mexico, Phoenix, Arizona. Also more general thunderstorm from Houston all the way to Columbia, South Carolina to Savannah, Georgia to Miami, Florida. Here's the marginal risk for Jacksonville to Tallahassee region. Probability going to look like this, pretty much just 5%. Alrighty, well I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to climb. Hopefully I'll reach that 600 mark. Maybe if we do, we'll continue. We're going to go for 700. And thank you for everybody for subscribing to the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel. Tuning in, new viewers, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Thursday evening, folks, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got.